Welcome everyone to the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I am your braggadocious yet very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Thank you for taking the time to ride with me. Leave all the BS in the trunk and just bring logic with you. This is a variety show that deals with topics like dating, spirituality, traveling, and much more. I'll be doing interviews with special guests from various walks of life, in addition to freestyling rants, discussing my opinions, and dropping red pills. Remember the red pill mindset is not believing in society's narrative and finding your own answers. Come take this ride with me. Come take this ride with me. Welcome everyone to the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I am your braggadocious yet very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Yeah, I must be feeling good, man. I just said all that shit. Anyway, man, don't expect me to say that at the beginning of every video, man. But anyway, as you can see, the setting's a little different than normal. You know, usually it's in the daytime and, oh shit, I've got something real important. Hold on. My bad, everybody. I'm bugging. Now I'm looking at the camera like, something is off here. Now I officially feel like the Red Pill Chauvinist. Ha! Like I was saying, the setting's a little different here. You know, it's usually in the daytime. I usually got, you know, basically it's usually in the daytime. You know, I'm doing that at night now. Why? What's so different about this podcast, about this episode? Well, this episode has to deal with things that you should keep private. Sometimes you gotta stay on the low. You know what I'm saying? You can't be shining all the time. I mean, like, yeah, it's cool to shine, but it's not all the time, though. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me throw this AC on. I'm over here hotboxing this car for no reason. All right, let me get comfortable, everybody. My bad. I should have got all this set, but this is my first time doing this at night. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to read anything if I need to read anything, so I'm really doing a lot of this ish off the cuff, so bear with me. Again, I have to always say I appreciate you listening to me. You could be anywhere on YouTube, but you're here listening to me, so I appreciate you for that. I also have to say, don't believe a word I say. Do your own research. I have no receipts, man. I have no receipts, so I'm just spinning out the knowledge that I've gotten in my life, my experiences, and I'm just, you know, giving it back to you, my interpretation, my opinion, so on and so forth. I may go on a rant sometime, but hopefully some of you guys like that. Also, never ever forget, live life live. Always live life live. Live, meaning in the present. Because the present is always a gift. You gotta wake up in the morning knowing that, man. Well, not to get too preachy, let's move on. Like I said, this is a special edition. Special edition episode is dealing with things you need to keep private. You see, the reason why I felt I needed to do this episode is because in this particular generation, it's the social media generation. Damn, I need to sip on something. I got the little cotton mouth thingy going on. Yeah, a little cotton mouth going on. I'm burning botanicals. But that's another story. Keep things private. Sometimes you gotta be in the cut. The social media era, they got everything on social media. They got everything on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. They Facebook Live and everything. You got people IG living robberies, shootouts. You already know people Snapchatting the head game. Got these hoes on tape. Oh, I want to get flat. You got these women that'll do a couple things for some change on the IG. First started with the Vine and all that, 15 seconds. And a part of it is, you know, everybody wants attention nowadays. Attention is food. And I do not want to get preachy on this. I've been told people have thought that I'm a preacher, but I'm not. I'm far from a religious pastor, reverend, or anything like that. But anyway, you got a lot of people nowadays searching for attention, man. They searching for attention. They could, and I get it. The reason why I say I'm not gonna be preachy is because I'm just gonna say this. I grew up in the era of the crack era. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of my class, not a lot, but we had classmates who I interrupt this insightful content to let you guys know that you can become a patron of the Red Pill Chauvinist Patreon page. You can show support by donating $4.99 a month, where you get exclusive content, including interviews, or you can go a tier higher where you receive the travel vlogs, Super Friends, and of course the Manipulated Man series. And for the ballers out there, you could use this tier right here to get access to me, because you know it's all about investing in yourself. So if you really want to know game, whether it be traveling, women, or life in general, you got to invest in yourself. So everybody go join the Patreon at www.patreon.com/theredpc. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Live life live. They want attention. I call attention food. So because back in the day there was no social media, people had to go outside and present themselves a certain way to the public in order to get good food, good attention. Nowadays you got social media. All the person has to do is go on social media, post a couple pics, get a couple thousand likes, and they're good for the day. But the flip side to that is nowadays when people go out, they don't look presentable. I mean, they coming out looking like whatever. They ain't fixing their hair, they ain't brushing their teeth, none of that. For what? They already got their thousands likes before they even left the crib. Especially these women, man. These women taking pictures. That bathroom pic, that shit was born from women thirsting for food. But nowadays it's even worse, because back in the day chicks love food, so they put a certain type of makeup, certain type of dress. Now chicks nowadays they don't care for junk food. Junk food meaning, yo ma, why you wearing fill in the blank? And I don't want nobody feeling no type of way. Ma, why you wearing blah blah blah? And they be like, oh, why you insulting me? But yo ma, you coming out looking crazy right now. Like, so anyway, to get into it, things that you need to keep private. Things you need to keep private, especially off of social media. Number one, your love life. Definitely keep your love life off social media. Excuse me, definitely keep your love life private, because the theme is privacy. Definitely keep your love life private. Why? I think that's a simple question, or a simple answer, but to those who don't know, well, number one, why you want your business out there on social media? Like, that leaves it up for everybody to criticize it. Like, yo, she ain't that cute anyway, or he ain't that. Well, what he do? You know what I mean? Like, look at this bum ass. Like, they criticizing you to the point where they see you and they questioning your judgment based off a snapshot picture of who you're with. Now that's just a snapshot. That's just social media. Let's get to my era where we didn't have social media. So besides social media, another reason you should keep it private, at least to your family and close friends. When I say private, I don't mean you keep it in a locked box like it's like a secret, you know, FBI, CIA document. But I'm saying you don't tell everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? You tell everybody this part. You tell somebody this part. You tell somebody that part. But you know, that's a way for you for therapy, for you to get it out. The reason I say that is because let's say you and this when I'm talking about love life, I'm talking about some for the fellas, a woman you are quote unquote courting towards marriage. If you still believe in marriage and you know you dating, now I don't like to say dating, courting, because I don't believe in dating. I believe if you're past the age of like 18, 19, why are you calling somebody your girlfriend? I mean, y'all hang out. I guess you want to call it dates because y'all go on quote unquote dates, but it really should be go from friendship to engagement to marriage. Because I've not always said, but I've recently said in the past 5 years, I go to men and women, you're either single, engaged, or married. So when a woman says I have a boyfriend, yeah, she's single. So when I hear like, oh, she cheated on her boyfriend, well, nah, technically she's not obligated to that dude. But moving on. So I'm really talking about the dudes who's dating, think they have the one, and you know, they dating and they thinking about starting a family, having kids and all that stuff. Those are the people who I'm speaking of when I speak about love life. Boom. So if you're just smashing and dashing, pumping and dumping, this really don't apply to you, because it does, because even if you're pumping and dumping, why you got that all on the gram? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I've never said how many chicks. I've never told anybody my body count. Because I'm like, for what? I've never been the type to talk about, well, y'all smashed that particular chick. Her name is so-and-so. And I did this to her and that to her. She like it like this. Like, that's not my thing. And I'm not on some, I don't kiss and tell, but that's just not me. Like, yeah, I got good mental memory. I don't got to bring it up. Like my peoples, when I go on vacation, they be telling me when I come back, like, not my people, but my associates, whatever, they be like, yeah, you know, where the video at, where the pics at? And I send them pics of me on some sightseeing stuff, like, you know, at some certain sites or do certain activities. They're like, yo, you know, we ain't trying to see that. Like, where the good stuff at? I'm like, yo, I ain't put on my camera for that. Like, when stuff is popping off, the last thing I'm thinking about is stopping everything to take my camera out. Like, that's not my generation. My generation is like what you see right here. We in the shadows. We in the shadows doing our thing. Oh yeah, we doing our thing, just in the shadows doing, nobody know it. So the reason I say, for somebody who's courting a woman, you don't want to put your business out there, because let's say, you know, you tell somebody about something bad that happened within that relationship. You know, oh, she did this, she screamed at me, she said X, Y, Z. And then let's say she apologized. She saw the wrong in her actions, and for whatever reason, you didn't see that particular family member, friend, or co-worker, or whatever for some time, and you forgot to tell them that half of the story. And then you tell them another time where she did this, she did that, and basically the point I'm making is they hear more negative than good, but in actuality, when she does bad, she kind of corrects the situation, so it's kind of balanced, you know. But in those people that you're telling perception, they look at it like she's not good for you. You deserve better, so on and so forth, to the point where they actually meet her for the first time, they might be giving her bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, cause I made that mistake. You know what I mean? I said I did that with my ex. Like, I really didn't say all the good things that she was doing when she did it. But you know, when shit went left, you know, I'd go to my brother or my pops, like, yo, yeah, she wilding again, so on and so forth. So they only really heard that side more than anything. So they really wasn't feeling her like that when. At the time, she was decent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna issue on her. You know what I'm saying? She was good for the time being. Besides that, you can have a third party in a relationship. You telling everybody your business, man. Especially in a love relationship, you don't want a third party in it. Cause these people tell you to do things that they wouldn't do in their relationship, and then you got the people the quickest to give you tips on relationships or loving relationships, or people who's never been in love, never been in a loving, you know, relationship, like towards marriage, you know, an adult relationship, I like to call it, but they want to give you advice. Another thing could be at the end of it all, people will be like, yo, so what's good? What happened? I thought everything was good. That's the flip side to it. Not only in one situation they can see like only the negative of her, but the other side of it is you only say the good. When everything's said and done with, they're like, yo, she was such a good girl, and that's what my moms and the women in my family were saying after the relationship. Like, what happened? Like, what did you do? What do you mean what I do? Like, you even act the situation like, because I never told them the bad things she was doing. I didn't tell her how nasty she could get during arguments and the petty things that she did. So when it was all over, they look at me, what'd you do? Like she was such a good girl for you. That might have been the one that you let go. Nah, bro. It's been a while since the end of that relationship, and I'm not looking back. I've never looked back at that relationship. I actually look at it as a blessing because it taught me a lot about women. It taught me a lot about relationships. It gave me like a crash course in being married. So that's that.